Today we're going to introduce a stallion to these mares. We've only got two of them right here right now. We got two colts that are in a round corral down there. So we've isolated the colts off so that when we bring this stud in, you're going to see he is going to run these mares. We've teased him a little bit the last couple of days in the corral. Brought him or them to him with the colts, and neither one of them are cycling yet. But it's always a tough deal in the corral like that to hand breed these horses. Sometimes these mares are a little bit shy, and they're more concerned with these colts than they are with him, especially right off the bat when it's a reintroduction and these colts are crying and whining and running back and forth. Even though you've got them in hand, we try to stay on the other side of the fence to do it. So to make everything as easy as possible for us and them, I prefer to pasture breed and then get the introduction over with, and then you're good. But in the meantime, these horses get run around, especially these mares get run around a lot by this stud. He's really trying to dominate them and does dominate them, and he will run them back and forth and cut them off, and they'll kick and squeal and pee, and it's just a big drama time. So we're going to try to reduce that drama to the point where he doesn't run a colt through the fence, tear him up, hurt him, kick him, get him kicked, break a leg, something like that, which can happen. So that's why these two little stud colts are in the corral down there, and we're going to go grab him, bring him into this pasture. When everything settles down and they quit all of their shenanigans and decide to leave each other alone, then we'll kick these colts back out on their mothers, and thereby reducing that risk that they're going to get hurt. Doesn't mean they can't. That's part of the problem with breeding mares and studs with the colts inside, is anything can happen. There we go. So we'll go grab him, bring him in. He's going to stay away from him. Hey, big boy. Hey, how you doing?
You ready to go work, bud?
Go back into a pasture with some green grass. I've let you acclimate to this grass a little bit. Yeah, kind of a handy thing having grass in your corrals. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Like you're a little bit over it. All right, let's go get your girl.
Be a gentleman.
Okay. Come here.
He's got to listen first.
I want to let them get to their mares or their colts a little bit.
Dad's making sure that they can get close to their babies first, so there's not a 100-mile-an-hour run into that gate over there. And of course, he's a stud, so he thinks he needs to be over there right now. And he's probably going to take off at 100 miles an hour here in a second.
Largely, this is going to be around and around that round corral. All right, you be good. Now you can go.
Good boy.
We'll bring a mineral box over here for them too.
I'm surprised he didn't just take off. There he goes.
Now watch, he's gonna try to hurt him a little bit, and you watch his neck is head's gonna come down. She's kicking him off. This is much easier on those colts.
Yeah, it's actually kind of better because they're in the middle instead of being on the outside.
Right.
So that's usually what happens. They go on the outside and they're flailing all around.
Well, and he runs them down a fence line.
Yeah.
This is much, much better than it has been in the past. If we didn't have these colts in there, those mares would be running. They're keeping pretty close to these guys. They don't want to leave them, which is fine. It reduces the drama.
We came out here to let the babies go, and as soon as we got about 50 feet, he came roaring over here. Starting them early. Round pen at 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, she might breed.
Wait for me.
The dynamics always change when the humans come.
He's gonna dominate the crap out of him. See that snaking behavior?
It's always interesting to watch studs move the mares around. Put them exactly where he wants them.
Hold out.
I was gonna say, can we manage to get one out? Do you think you need help, or try and push? You want me to try and push one out?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah? That speed, I was a little worried. For reference, the sorrel colt goes to the sorrel mare. The dark colt goes to the roan mare. So that makes easy collection, pairing, whatever you want to call it. You're going to mark the space there.
But she's going to take off of that colt, so let's see what happens.
You want to go with the dark one out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on. There we go.
Mom's doing her job. She's trying to stay between baby and the stud, but sometimes it's danger too because there's a fence right there on the other side. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on, buddy.
Stay away from the big bad boy.
Warrant, go out. Go with your mom. There's the second pair that he's going to. He's going to try and put his harem back together. See, he's going to herd her back to the other mare. I'm going to try and get out of the way here because I'm impeding that. There we go. He's got her lined out. We're trying to stay out of the way, obviously. There we go. He's gonna bring her back with that other mare. I wish they'd stay out of these corners. Okay, now he's happy because he has his mares where he wants them. There should be less drama after this. Should be, in theory.
Kicking these guys out a little bit at a time. Notice we had them all contained, the colts contained. We knew the mares wouldn't leave them, keeping them away from these barbed wire fences, and then going ahead and seeing which one he's going to want to dominate first. That sorrel mare looks like she's coming into heat before the roan is, so we kicked the roan out first, knowing that she's going to be less receptive and she'll just run off away from him. And then he brought her up in the corner. He's herded him here. Then when he stopped with all of his shenanigans, and we went ahead and let the sorrel and her colt out, and she took the opposite direction for her escape. Of course, he saw that, runs over, gets her, and he really didn't try too hard to do anything bad. He just brought her around and gathered her right back up, and he's got him held in this corner. Now these mares are going to have the crap dominated out of them. He's not going to let them go anywhere that he doesn't want them to be. And you notice he's keeping his distance because they've whacked him a couple of times. He's smart enough to know that, okay, they're not ready. And whenever they've urinated or squirted some urine, he has went over and smelled it, did a flaming technique to see if they're in heat yet. They're not. So this is hopefully as exciting as it gets after this. Both colts are hungry. They've been without it. Feed for an hour now. They're near death. Just ask them. Look at them. Oh my God.
Famished, man.
Yeah, famished is right. And so hopefully this is as bad as it gets. So we have had some real wrecks, and I just keep trying to make sure that we can protect these colts as much as possible. These mares will take care of themselves. They know where the fences are at. The colts do too. They're 3 weeks old now, almost a month old, and so they know where these fences are at. I'm not too worried about it, but there's always that chance that they're going to get tore up. Look at these guys. They're really curious about who he is. Like, who is this bad man? We've seen him in the corral, and that didn't work out so well. We had them separated, and was hoping that maybe we could just hand breed them, but they're not quite ready yet. And so keeping them on one side of the fence in the corral and the mare stud on the other side was what we were doing best we could to get them to see if they would breed. Of course they're not, so it's like, all right, we're going to pasture breed them anyway. Let's go out in here and we'll try this. We set this round corral up this morning, Lisa and I did, so that we would have a place for these colts to go and not have all that running around all the way around the perimeter next to a fence. And you notice how he'll cut them off and turn them, and he can turn them right into a fence. So this is well, as good as you could ask for, really. I think it's pretty good, pretty quiet. And there's going to be some behavior like this when he's a little frustrated because he's wanting to breed a mare, but he's also really good about that too, like we talked about before. So we're going to let him go. It's about 4:30. Got another about 5 hours of daylight, and then they'll settle down at night. They're pretty settled right now. He's just not going to let them go anywhere. All right, ladies, be easy. Do your thing.
If you're wondering about Diaper Dan over there, the video's either on its way out or we've already shown it. So, yeah.
He looks like a little appy with that white butt.
Yeah, I was going to say, short story, make it long. He had a hernia, and we had to fix it. And like I said,
non-surgical. We're going to go with
most
conservative first and try to fix it without surgery. And he's only 9 days old.
Yeah, so hopefully this works.
Yeah, if this works, 50% of the time it'll work. If not, then we'll go ahead and have that hernia repaired, and then we'll go ahead and castrate that testicle, take it out on the side where the hernia is at, so they can sew that inguinal ring up. And then when he's 1.5 years old, we'll take the other side, feed him some normal growth, some good hormones. Hi, kiddo. How you doing? You're a wild one, aren't you? Yeah, you're wild. Oh yeah. Yeah. But you don't have to thank me yet. You don't have to thank me yet, honey. Yeah. Yeah. Careful. Keep your eye on him. There we go.
It's been about a week or so since he was released to his mares. You can see everybody's pretty nice and comfortable and conked out. Of course, he wants this mare over here, but she's going to end up having a year off because baby's complications, but that's okay. No, you don't eat grain. All right, everybody, thanks until you're better paid.